Peace. The amount of downloads that I've been getting lately is not only increased, but they are otherworldly. They're different than anything I've heard other people talking about. So I know there's something special coming. But I wanted to talk right now about, especially with those of us who watch and study tarot, the cup. What's in this cup? I know a lot of us perceive it as love, and it's that, and it's intention, and it's that as well. But there's a missing element that needs to be, or an ingredient that needs to go into this alchemist cup. That's this cup that allows you to take anything you put into it and transmute it into anything you want, because it is an alchemist cup. This cup of love, this cup of intention. It's also a cup of compassion. It's what allows you to tune in and have empathy, sympathy with others as well as yourself, to deal with situations in a way that allows you to give your intention and your love. You see how that balances out in a threefold? So you have intention, and you have love, and you have compassion. Think about the compassion. You have to be careful how you distribute your compassion. It's okay to be compassionate, but compassion is a drug for some people. And some of us who are abundantly blessed with compassion will find ourselves being used as supply for people who are addicted to compassion. It's what's in the cup that doesn't get talked about. You know, drugs, legal and illegal, intent, legal, love, legal, compassion, it's a strong drug. It might be like a class, whatever they call those drugs, that you should see a doctor before you just distribute freely, right? Because what compassion does is it informs the person that you give it to that it's okay for whatever the action is of compassion that just took place to happen. It may be something that's never happened to them before, or it may be something that they have had happen to them and they don't know how to reproduce this drug themselves, right? But they know where to get it. Once they identify what the supply is, what it is that made them feel like that, they will always chase this dragon's tail, compassion. They will find ways or invent ways, create ways to manifest this supply of compassion by way of complaints, self-pity, sorrow, things that will typically be visibly outward to someone that might have compassion to come and pour in so that they can get a supply, because it's kind of like whatever's in their cup is spoiled and they're crying over it. And that cry is for compassion. So when people cry or complain about stuff out loud, not if you ask them how they doing or if you checking in on them, but when they voluntarily point out their spilled milk, the milk that fell out of their cup, the compassion, whatever they're compassionate about. Because if you think about it, what they're complaining about is something they have compassion for. You know, this didn't happen, that didn't happen, I really wanted it to happen, I really feel this way or that way. It's things that they're passionate about, right? But it's not where it's supposed to be. It's not in the cup. So for whatever the reason that it's spilled, you know, they may have other cups, but they're worried about this one cup and they feel vocal about it. They feel outwardly passionate about it. The passion is inversed. Passion isn't directed inward, you know, which would drive you to set the cup up right, perhaps find a way to get more milk. That's abundance. That's how you move forward, right? They look at other people's cups, jealousy, envy, desire, greed. He got so much compassion. She got so much compassion, right? I want some of that. Let me complain. outwardly display some form of pain because that's what compassion cures, pain, right? Compassion is the cure from pain. More than medicine, because compassion is love and intent combined. Some people don't have both, so their balance is off. The compassion isn't there. Or they have too much compassion and they run around and they pour their little cups all over the place because they know they got enough of it, not realizing that at some point you got to pour into yourself, right? And then you get out of balance because your arm is extended and your cup is upside down, pouring its infinite supply of compassion into other people's cups. You may find yourself desiring for that same return, but you're in a space or place or situation where people around you, their balance is off, so they don't have the compassion to pour it back. They may have love, they may have intent, but not both. Or they would have compassion, but they don't. So they identify the pain so that you can identify the pain, and then you instinctively do what it is you're made to do. You pour. That's what's in the cup, compassion. So when you look at these readings and you see someone with this many cups and that many cups, that's how passionate they are about something. When they say someone's coming in with a little cup, they're not that passionate. They're testing the waters or playing a game. When someone comes in with 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cups, they're trying to find not just balance, not just equality, but reciprocity. They want to find a situation where the cups are infinitely pouring one into another so that no cup is ever completely empty nor completely full. It's okay to be compassionate, just don't overdo it. You know, think of it like this. You're a drug dealer, whether you know it or not. And you can be a doctor or you could be a street pharmacist, right? Street pharmacists, they have different rules. They play to win, but they play dirty sometimes. And they may be good people, and they got rules too. Some of them good, some of them bad, but it's a different level, right? When you practice wholesome good medicine, then you do no harm. Sometimes your compassion can do harm to people and yourself. You know, nothing wrong with smoking or indulging in things that are wholesome and natural if it provides you with the right type of high. But once that high becomes addictive, narcotic, then it creates problems. So, your compassion is a narcotic. And the people that are addicted to it are narcissists. Have a good day.